Welcome back to Callsign Reach. Today, we're reviewing this wooden ballistic shield that I made.
Corporate International Bureau sends its regards.
This freaking guy. It's Vadim from the International Bureau. This guy comes to make sure that we're following all the corporate orders, doing the stuff that they pay to do. God.
Yes, my name is Vadim. I come from International Bureau for corporate Airsoft, and we like to how do you say, check in on Mr. Reach. Today we are reviewing the SVD, as American call it. Yes, it's much like Kalashnikov except longer. You can edit that out in post, correct?
The Echo 1 CSR is a replica of the SVD, available from most airsoft providers for $270. It's marketed as a counter-sniper rifle, which in real life is a specialized semi-automatic rifle made for suppressing enemy snipers. It has a long, sturdy outer barrel secured to the main chassis. The receiver is one of the best I've seen, and is extremely well crafted. It has a large, short pull trigger and a wide trigger guard to accommodate gloved fingers. The rear sights are standard AK leaf sights, while the front sight is a wide ring in post that's part of the flash hider. The gun also has an AK-style fire selector that clicks into position. Just like the real thing, this rifle is semi-automatic only. Echo 1 included some cool trademarks above the magwell that identify the gun. Pulling back the spring-loaded dust cover reveals the rotary-style hop-up. The CSR has an AK-style magazine clasp that holds the mags with zero wobble. The gun also includes 2 high-capacity SVD mags. Of course, this gun works best with some kind of optic, which is why it has a side mount slot for an AK-style rail mount. I've heard reports that it doesn't like certain mounts, but the UTG side mount holds its place well. I've mounted an NC Star spotting scope on top for the purposes of this review. The gun features a one-piece polymer stock that's incredibly comfortable to aim with, and includes a cheek rest for those who choose to mount optics. The gun also has a polymer handguard which houses the battery. The 2 pieces are held in place by a retaining lock. To release, simply pop the lock out and pull up, making sure to hold the lock in the forward position. Note, this piece is extremely easy to strip if it's forced open, which many SVD owners will tell you is a pain to deal with. Inside the handguard is a small Type Tamiya battery connector. The handguard will always slide back into place on its own, so if you have to force it, you're probably doing something wrong. For a shooting test, we're using .20 Vulcan Tactical BBs. Additionally, we're using a Tenergy 9.6 nunchuck battery. Another thing to note is that this gun is exclusively made for stick-type batteries. Remember kids, your eyes are very fragile, so always be sure to... The gun is pretty heavy, but very accurate. At around 170 feet, I was able to hit a wheelbarrow with 100% accuracy. This gun also runs extremely hot at around 500 FPS. Maximum engagement distance is probably somewhere around 200 to 220 feet, but it's a good idea to invest in heavier ammo for increased accuracy. One downside is the gun's slow ROF and loud windup. It has a crazy long spring, so you might want to consider Dean's connectors or using a LiPo battery to help the slow response.
It is, not how you say, my first rodeo.
He's incredible.
This gun is gorgeous. It's the closest thing I've seen to an out-of-the-box DMR. It has the classic SVD profile with the internal power to back it up. It does, however, have a long windup and a pretty loud gearbox, but this is balanced next to superior range and accuracy with stock internals. Aesthetically, I give this gun a perfect score for its build quality alone. Performance-wise, I give it a 9 for excellent stock performance, yet slow trigger and loud internals. As far as practicality is concerned, it's effective, yet a little heavy.
Corporate will hear about this reach!
Hello, bitch.
Corporate will hear about this reach!